Wow, it's a mule, baby. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is very, very early in the morning. I am just waking up, finishing up my morning routine. Everyone here is still sleeping. So I just want to say a few things before I get myself ready for the day and go to work. And before I have to cook breakfast. But, it's a few things on my mind right now from yesterday. But I just want to first of all say thank you for everyone who has truly been supporting me. You guys really inspire me to be a better person. And just keep uplifting me, please. And, pray for me. So the first thing I wanted to say is, if you look at a few of the videos before I started putting the Roach face lady on my cover, there's a book called Sula. I think I put her up 2 or 3 times. It's a book by Toni Morrison. And I did 5 quick outlines of books that I love, that I wanted to do reviews on. But I was on Taz in his chat room about 3 days ago, and I think it was Rochelle. she was, they were coming up with these business plans, and then she said when she started her channel, she would like to, excuse me, because my allergy is on 10 this morning, all this pollen. But take a sip of that. But yeah, she was like coming up with like all kind of brilliant, funny ideas. And then she said when she started her channel, she wanted to start a book club. And I was like, yeah, start it, because I'll join it. I was in the chat typing it in. And then she said, yeah, and I also want to do book reviews. And I was like, oh, man. So, even though I have the cover of Toni Morrison book Sula up there, I never executed it. And now I feel some kind of way. I was going to do it yesterday, and I thought about it. I was like, maybe I should see how people feel about it, because the last thing I want to do is feel like I took somebody's idea, because I had the idea and actually wrote a few outlines of different books out. Sula by Toni Morrison was just going to be the first one. But because I was involved in a little messiness with Nandi, and I every time I would start the review, I just, focused more on this lady, and I never got around. I didn't want to mix the review with it. So that's how that went. So when I cut the first part of that video off, that actually was talking about the reviews, because I lose my train of thought sometimes. But anyway, the second thing I want to say is, I'm not subscribed to Nandi. And I really had thought she had left my name alone. And, yesterday I see that she was talking about me. And then when I looked on her page, I see that it says 5 days ago she put a video up. It said, Taz, why you stopped your show? ? Mule University. Laughed my ass off or something, right? So then I'm like, okay, let me see what she's saying about me on this one. She was talking about me yesterday. Then she was talking about me on that video too. So I'm listening, and I thought about it. I was like, oh, well, at least I'm in. She was talking about all the ladies that was on the panel and how we just, I guess, all bees or whatever. But I said, well, I'm in good company, because they had a lot of smart, intelligent women on that panel. And, hey, I was with Brother Taz. So I said I'm in good company, right? This lady was talking yesterday about, yes, and Mule, you talking about my rap sheet, why I just didn't move if I was living under slumlord. See, I'm a revolutionary. And I was fighting for people that couldn't fight for themselves. And why would I just move if I'm living under a slumlord and leave the disabled and the elderly there who can't fight for themselves? Girl, stop. Stop, stop, stop. Because you're a spin artist, you put this up for your people as if you got all these evictions because you were fighting because you're this revolutionary. And you know it's not the truth. You know you have all of those evictions. Girl, you got kicked out of Atlanta Housing Authority, the projects, for failure to pay $25 rent. I mean, come on now. Come on. Not, you lost custody of your kids. Listen, I don't want to, listen, you're not a revolutionary, okay? The life that you choose to live is the reason why you couldn't pay your rent. And the only reason why I even make an issue of that is because you were dragging for Moonflower and kept saying she broke, she don't have money. And I remember a few shows you would constantly call this young lady broke at 22 or 23. And you and Emily, oh, because we got money. We money over here. But you're the one with all these evictions for failure to pay rent. You just got kicked out of a damn Motel 6 or whatever for failure to pay your rent. They had to call the cops, and you were in a dirty room, just living in filth with all those people in that one room. And you all again saying all of them don't even live here. Listen, stop putting everything as a revolutionary spin and this, that, and the other, and you're a Black Panther, and you're this, and you fight for your people. You fight for yourself. You're a scoundrel. You're a scammer. You're sitting up here having people give you donations for this and that. They're donating for your rent. And I could respect you if you could just say, because I make all poor choices in my life, I need this money to pay my bills. It would be respect for that. I wouldn't clown you on it. But because you always want to attack everyone, you're a revolutionary who only hate Black people. And that brings something I said on the argument lead. But this is very, very true. My dad, when he first came here, he was so impressed with the movement. And he went up to D.C. and joined the Black Panthers. And, he was having to work. And he was like, yeah, they were my brothers by day and we protest. And when he was off, he would go and make sure he worked the food programs and this, that, and the other. And he just said for about 3 or 4 months, he was really so excited and happy to be helping the community, right? And then he said he started realizing these brothers was all using drugs. These people was all selling drugs. He said he knew a guy who he thought was a good dude. This guy beat his own wife and made her prostitute herself because he didn't have money for the rent. And my dad and him got into a huge, fight or whatever. And he was like, well, you got to understand, she got to help me get it how I live if she want to be down for me. These men will pimp out their own wives, these revolutionary, these nationalist men. Listen, this woman has been used and abused. And the same system that's old and outdated, she wants other people to believe is this righteous cause. On the face of it, it looks righteous. But like my dad said, these are the same men that'll break into a woman's house and steal her only TV from her and her children. They'll say that, oh, we feeding the kids, but y'all abusing those kids. These are the same men that will rob your grandmother and steal her purse and break into her house. These are not good people. This lady, all she can do is go to other people's pages and watch and stalk. I mean, she is a stalker. And then berate everything they talk about. Right? And like I said, if she stopped mentioning my name, I wouldn't mention her. But all you do is want to, attack Black people. But you for Black people. Make that make sense. Make it make sense how this revolutionary never has a beef with white people. She never have a beef with white people. Her biggest beef is with somebody who screams black power. Her biggest beef is with Swab Boss. Her biggest beef is with Taz and Nyla and Cynthia. That's her biggest beef. People who just want to see black people do better. That's it. Everybody have their own different way of going about it, but they don't promote being in gangs. They don't promote doing crack. They don't promote not paying your bills. They promote educating yourself. They promote being self-reliant and not waiting on handouts as you do. That's what you promote. Sitting on your butt, dragging for people, and then begging those same people to help you pay your rent. The fake revolutionary. I mean, it's overwhelming to me that people fall for you, that they're listening to you, and they haven't even a clue. It's so disappointing that a woman of your age who's been through so much abuse will fight for other women to go through that same abuse. You have never suggested